still not subscribed to the partition, you know, it's a lot of ways that you can do this besides watching all the content. But before we start, always remember, go to the channels link. Every show that we have, you can always see every show before everybody else see the show. But besides that, always remember, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, put it on all. Until then, always remember, anything is possible. Thank you for choosing the partition. Now let's get into the show. Anything is possible. Peace. Be originator. You can talk, yo.
I got everything that you need to.
The firehouse, man. We are here in the Houston area. Hey, baby, you got a cold drink? That's right. My son got me this with my dad, so I can always have him with me whenever I do the show. Hold on, wait. I want to laugh. Welcome back to Chop It Up with Lil Ron. Today in the studio we have a special friend of mine that I actually met from another friend of mine from the which will be. This guy is an awesome man. He has his own group, and we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. So I want everybody to give this man a warm welcome from the Arizona Tri Riders. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did, sir.
Hey, you know, Tim, a lot of people may not actually know who you are on my end, and they are going to know who you are. You play a very key, important role in the three-wheel community, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. So, for the people that don't know you and the people that's going to know you, can you kind of introduce yourself, Tim, and we can go from there?
My name is Tim McAfee. I started the Arizona Tri Riders, I want to say 2019. It was two other guys and myself, and it just became a lifestyle for us, and then it kind of snowballed and grew, and now we at 175.
Wow. I mean, you know, I know that the people steady building they groups up, and I know a lot of people ask me, being a founder and in being in that three-wheel world, they always ask, first off, what actually made you want to create the group that you have? That's the first thing, and come up with the name.
Well, I think it had a lot to do with my background. I'm a two-tour combat veteran, played professional basketball, so that whole team atmosphere, that whole team concept is what I enjoy. I also do jiu-jitsu, so I love that camaraderie. And just bringing people together, I get no greater joy than to put stuff together and see the enjoyment that people get from it. So, yeah, it was just something that just naturally grew from the enjoyment. I think it was probably one of the most organic things that I've ever done, and just to see people want to join. I didn't go out offering people anything other than the opportunity to enjoy these three wheels.
Well, you know, some people feel like that they can't take the time out to get to know a person that comes in their groups. A lot of people just throw a person a jacket. Hey, man, you say you want to ride here. Let me go ahead and just give you a jacket. Oh, hey, man, let me give you a T-shirt. Man, you down with me. Some people don't take the time out to actually understand the people that they ride with. And speaking of the three-wheel thing, do you actually, I'm curious, because a lot of groups are different. Do you ride with only three wheels? Can it be two wheels that ride in there? Are you
No,
tricked?
we welcome everybody, man. We don't discriminate. We have we have two wheels that's in our group, and we don't mind it. We push the three wheels to the forefront, but that doesn't mean that we're exclusively three wheels.
Gotcha.
But we will always shine light on the three wheels because, it's been around forever. But in Arizona, that culture is new to us. And
Gotcha.
Arizona's a different kind of place. It's like you'll run into more people from Houston than you would that's from Arizona out there. So it's a melting pot. we're trying to get the culture going, and the three wheels is one of the things that we're trying to get going.
Now, a lot of things I do like to ask with people with every group is actually different. Do y'all actually ride with jackets? Because some people ride with jackets, some people don't like jackets.
Well, we don't have anything against that at all. And like I said, educated me on a lot of things because I never thought about taking a group that far because I always thought that was kind of crossing the line into the two wheel, and I didn't want to put nobody in danger. I didn't want to cross no boundaries. And then, he was talking to him and he was telling me that, hey, we're a lifestyle group. And I was like, okay, I said, I could see how that goes. But like I said, Arizona is a different beast.
Okay.
There's a lot of culture down here. They've been riding bikes and quads and mini bikes down here because I spent a little bit of my childhood growing up in the South. And so I know though that riding stuff been around for a while.
Yep.
It hasn't been around that long in Arizona. Like I pretty much started when it came to the Can-Ams and the three wheels. I pretty much started that in Arizona. So it's growing, but we also don't have that demographic of people that it's a lifestyle for yet. It's more of a casual ride. And then when you look at our age group, some of our riders are an older age group.
That's the way it has to be.
Yeah, and so you kind of have to cater to the whole group, but they know what my vision is, and we may not wear jackets, but we gonna do some of the same things that O does, and that other people, that have turned this thing into a lifestyle do. Who knows? Down the line, it may turn into that, but it's just to each his own.
Gotcha.
It's really just about the enjoyment, getting to enjoy it.
Well, some groups give back. I know that last year for Christmas time, I gave away bikes for Christmas to kids that was less fortunate. Do y'all plan on actually doing any type of like fundraisers or giveaway events sponsored by y'all group? Anything somewhere down the line?
Well, we've done. We have a couple people in our group that have lupus, and we've done a benefit lupus ride for, we went to a particular rider and asked her, say, hey, it was getting around. It was actually her birthday, and we just asked her, hey, what do you want to do for your birthday? She's like, I've always wanted to do a lupus ride. So, I got everybody together. We got shirts. We dressed out in purple, because the purple symbolizes lupus. And we rode. We have some stuff. She was so taken back with the gesture, and that meant so much to me because I really believe that God doesn't bless you to be selfish with your blessings. God blesses you to be a blessing to other people, and we have a tendency to want to hold on to our blessings. And God said, if you don't use it, he'll take it and give it to somebody else. So
That's right.
He'll never have to take anything from me because I'm going to give it freely.
And I give all the time. People don't understand why I like to give and stick my hand out. I feel like if I see my brother and sister down there, I'm gonna stick my hand out and grab them and pick them up and bring them. Hey, look, I'm here. Let me bring you up here, and I want my brother and sister to go above me. I want them to go higher, so they can grab me because I ain't gonna always be in the position I'm in. They gonna have to grab me and pull me and bring me back up. Now, I know you're a family man. Question that I like to ask a lot of people: do this ever make you tired and you get to the point where you be like, I'm exhausted, man? Because, being a top man, whether you're a founder, whether you're a president, this stuff takes a lot. Keeping people together, keeping members not trying to go out and say stuff about you. Because every group has somebody that they don't get along with. Do they ever actually drain you sometimes, mentally?
You know what? The one thing that I will never give anybody control of, I will never give anybody control of my mood. People can only do to you what you allow them to do. I can't control another grown-up. If you decide to leave my group, I wish you well. If you decide to come back to my group, as long as you didn't leave it in a bad note, our arms are always open, And I've never spent my life trying to impress people, but I've always had my doors open to where people can come in. You're not obligated to stay. And I'm confident in what I've built with anything that I've done to know that if I lose one, I'm gonna get two.
That's right.
So I think it's because you're gonna have it in every group. It's gonna feel like you have a daycare.
That's right.
Because everybody has their idea of what the group should be, what the group should do, how it should be ran, and you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that. That's why what I do is I pretty much, and from what I see with everybody, I let my group give me a lot of input, and I run a lot of things by my admins, and I think one of the things that kind of makes that subside is you give people roles and let them feel like they, not only make them feel like, but let them know that they have ownership in what you're doing. And so once you get people to invest into the group, right, they feel like that they, and they have, and they bought in. And so that's why I don't run it, with a ruler or heavy hand saying this is how it is, this is how it's going to be. But there are times where you have to do that because you'll have people in the group that take advantage of that.
That's right. I know because I've seen this happen to other people in their groups. I even seen it go so far as people want to get upset because other people will leave their group and want to come to another person's group. I feel like that the way the community is right now, because it's growing big, I feel like personally that the manufacturers of these bikes need to start giving back to these groups. Because if you think about it, I'm actually at the point where I'm actually thinking about campaigning, taking all of the manufacturer letters off of my bike. Because I feel like if I get 25, 30 people to buy one of these bikes, I'm not asking you for much, but you can donate some money towards
or sponsor something.
A lot of them they will not do it at all. Period. Sometimes you have to show people like, hey, look, I'm going to show you that, hey, look, this is the way it's actually going to go. I'm taking the letters off of my bike. I'm going to take all your branding off. So if I take the branding off, nobody will know what type of bike it is unless they do the research. So you won't get no money.
And we're giving them free advertising.
There you go. Give free advertising.
Exactly.
They don't put us on none of that. They pick selective who they want to control to put on these videos. They don't put who they need to put on there. And I don't think that's cool, and I don't think that's actually fair. But at the end of the day, if that's what they want to do, they more than welcome to do it. People make time for what they want to make time for. If they want to make time for us, then they will. So at the end of the day, hey, if that's what they want to do, hey, by all means, I let them do what they do.
Well, it just comes down to we have to understand who we are in the community, and as much as we want to push to the forefront, we have that other group that's pushing us backwards. And as far as like companies Can-Am, BRP, and all of the different things, it's like they have a look and we don't fit that look.
That's right.
But what they have to realize, just like hip hop, just like the way we dress,
that's right,
that come from us.
That's right.
And we're the ones that's out here on these three wheels that's adding a look, adding the accessories, making the bike look better than it does when it comes off the showroom floor. We're the ones that's out here promoting. And I'm really not promoting the bike. I'm promoting the lifestyle.
That's right. And
when it really come down to it, because you could be on anything that's got three wheels. Somebody can go make three wheels.
That's right. 'Cause I see some people, I saw a dude the other day on the freeway. He had three wheels. He didn't have it the way that we have it, but he had it the old school way. 2 wheels in the back and 1 in the front. Hey, but he was rolling on the freeway.
Yeah,
that's what he want to ride.
Exactly.
That's what he want to ride. Now we come to the segment. It's called Leon's Top 5. Leon was a cousin of mine that actually was a big fan of all my shows. He got killed in the 18-wheeler last year. So I always dedicate this part of the show to Leon. Now, what would be Tim's top 5 artists he listened to? It can be R&B, it can be rap, it can be gospel, it can be blues, it can be country, it can be jazz. What's the top 5 artists that you listen to? Because you say now I know this online, you do be working out. I do be seeing you online working out, showing your shoe game. So I already know that already. So I know you got to be listening to somebody in them headphones when you working out online.
I think a lot of it has to do with my mood and what I'm doing at the time. Um, Definitely it's a mood thing. When I'm working out, I gotta listen to something upbeat. So I'll throw on some Eminem, or I'll throw on some Jay-Z. I'm old school. I need to be able to understand the words. I need to listen to something, be like, ooh, he just said that. And a lot of this new rap, I can't understand it. So my top five,
Okay, I'm ready for this one.
not in no particular order, just top five.
The top five.
First one to come to head, because I just listened to him today when we were working out, Eminem.
Okay.
I think Eminem is very underrated.
I still tell people, and they don't want to believe me. I'm sorry, Jay. He ate you up on Renegade. I don't care what nobody say. He tore him up on Renegade.
Look, I know a lot of people in that industry, and Eminem is probably by far one of the best battle rappers there is. Like, you just don't want to stir Eminem up. You rather leave him alone and let him come up with something than to stir him up and give him ammunition. That's just like he was in 8 Mile.
That's right.
When wanted to talk about where he was from, how he grew up, and his mom, he actually made his own rap talking about himself and took the ammunition away from the dude. It's like, yeah, I am white. I did grow up in a trailer park, and my mom is on drugs. So I love Eminem. Jay-Z has got to be there.
Okay.
Tupac.
Man, if you tell you something, every time somebody say that, I have to stop people all the time. I'm a Tupac fan. I don't know if you know that. I am like a die-hard Tupac fan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm die-hard Tupac fan because the new generation, I don't think they understand. I watched Tupac from the Digital Underground, then around with Humpty Hump. And
Juice, watching the movie. Juice,
from Juice and getting in that role, a Bishop, and then going from there. I really hate that we never got a chance to see him in the Men's Society, because he really supposed to be in Men's Society. He supposed to be in Sharif, the guy that was, that was supposed to be Tupac's role. It didn't work out that way, and I don't take nothing from the rest of the cast. Men's Society was always going to be a good movie. But if people pay attention to the message that he actually gave. And I heard stories. A lot of people always talk about the people that he dissed, and especially Nas. And the story that Nas told, and the story that I was told throughout the years, it came together as time came up. He got a song called Death Row East. Nas got a song. He tell you about that night, the night before he died, how they actually met up, how he actually took an actual turn. Because you got two people. Both of the people are hot-headed, but both of the two main dudes were men to walk away from their entourage, from their groups. Because it was at a point they said, Suge Knight them and Death Row, and you got Nas, they had their guns out. They was ready to go. All Nas had to say is do it. And somebody was going to actually do it. All Tupac had to say, hey, man, let's do this. But they two men to walk away and talk, and both express how they feel about each other, and it was a misunderstanding. That's all it was, a misunderstanding. Hey, look, man, I thought you said this, man. I love you, man. You know I love you too. He promised him, I will take you off against all odds. And people don't know, it's not that many diss songs about Nas than it is Jay-Z. It's only like 2 or 3. That's basically it. Suge Knight didn't make the business decision like he's supposed to. They left the song on there. But if you take that part away, against all odds wouldn't be the same, but Nas always knew. So Tupac is your third one. What's your other two?
Bro, I as much, because I spent a lot of time in thought, reflecting, and so I'm just gonna say contemporary gospel.
Okay.
Contemporary gospel, because I'll be in the bathroom. She'll tell you I'm in the bathroom jamming out to Fred Hammond, Kirk Franklin, Rance Allen.
Mary.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. I grew up in the church. My dad, I'm a preacher's kid. My dad's a pastor. My mom's a missionary. I'm actually a drummer. I'm a professional drummer, and a lot of people don't know that about me.
Man, yeah. I play the guitar.
Yeah.
Man, I used to be when I was in church. I ain't gonna say no name. I was dating this girl. I'll never forget this. I was dating this girl. When I ended up joining the church, I used to play the little thing, the little bongo thing.
Bongos?
Yeah, I was
See, my
right
dad
in.
used to play the bongos. I'd be on the drums and he'd be sitting on the front row playing the bongos.
Man, I was doing that, man, in church. I mean, you know, love will make you do everything, man. I'm telling you, I
Yeah,
was in
yeah.
there. I was actually doing it. Now, the question I do want to ask too is, if somebody wanted to actually find you on social media, how would they actually find you?
Are you talking to group or me personally?
Group, are you? Because what if somebody say, I'm in Arizona and I ain't never seen that group and I want to join that group? How can I find them?
On Facebook, we're Arizona Tri Riders.
Okay.
Just look that up, Arizona Tri Riders. As far as me, I actually have my own brand, and
Okay.
so it's easy to find me with my brand at Failure STS on Instagram, failurests.com on my website.
Okay.
I ain't hard to find.
Hey, and
I,
I know you
I
a
ain't hard to find.
businessman. Because we gave y'all a plug-in, so y'all better remember that. I see you got a popper on your arm.
Oh yeah.
That's your business card right there.
Oh yeah.
See, I already know that already. See,
See,
he got his business card on his arm, man. Where it go? It's right there.
we got. See, that's the thing about our age group now. And I said this to somebody earlier. It's like, this is not the same 50 as when our parents was 50. I'll be 53 in a couple weeks,
Wow.
and it's a different day and age. And so where a lot of people get stuck is they feel like they get stuck in their ways and they're like, oh, I don't want to change. But that's what actually keeps your feet in the mud, is that you don't adapt. In the military, they teach you to adapt and overcome. Mm-hmm. And the only way to adapt is accept change. Mm-hmm. And if you don't accept change, then you'll be caught
stuck
back
in the matrix.
You're stuck in the matrix. And so this was one of the things, man. I got tired of making them cards and, you know, seeing people put them in their pocket, because I know how I am. Yep. And I think with a lot of things in life, if you put yourself in other people's shoes, it'll have you think things differently. And one of the things I was like, how can you want to cut out a couple steps especially when it comes to business. And this was a way that I could cut out some steps, is just have people swipe it, scan it, they put their information in, it sends them all of my information. It don't get no easier than that.
Yeah, I just recently got with another young lady. She turned me on to the digital business card, where it can actually be, when I give them my business card, it will actually say, hi, my name is LaRon, and this is such. It actually make your business card come to life.
What?
I'm at sure to you. I
gotta see that. I gotta see that.
Okay, man, I actually enjoyed you, and I appreciate you for coming down here and actually coming to chop it up with us on the show. Like I said, we working on the Riker magazine right now. That's finna get ready to come out in another few weeks. Hopefully, we can probably get you and your group actually in the magazine. Now, once again, I want to tell you thank you. And you guys remember, anything is possible. Thank you guys for choosing Chopping Up with Lil Ron. Until next time, we out. Peace.